Hello.
You can start. Yes, thank you.
All right. Welcome to this session. I think this is the last session, guys. And if you are in Europe or if you are in Egypt, probably it's a night, even late night for you. So anyway, good evening and good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. So my name is Dharam Singh, and here I am to talk about a very interesting topic, and especially to talk about how can you climb the ladder. Yes, you've done the project management, you probably have some certificates, but what else can you do to move on to the later part? Okay, so I have a lot to talk, but I have limited time. So the same video, I take it to the PMI chapters and I talk about this, but I get around 1 hour time. But I know this is a limited time. So I will be talking a lot, but still I'm happy to take your questions. So please keep putting your questions. And if you can't cover those questions today, yeah, I will let you know my phone number and the way you can communicate, and then you can communicate with me. All right, so a little bit about myself. Currently, I'm in US, and before coming to US, I was in Australia. So I spent 22 years in Australia. And my name is Dharam Singh, and I am one of the trainer in PgMP, PfMP, PMP, and I've done training in Prince 2, ITIL, RMP, and many other training. And recently, I've completed my DA certificate as well, DSM, DSSM. If you don't know about them, do a Google search, or you can ask me. I will be happy to help you about that. So I got into the project management in 2000. And in those days, I was very good software engineer. I can do anything. I know the billing cycle. I know how to, anything about the telecom. So I was very, very good. And I thought I can move to a little bit next level from the technical person into the project management. So there was the opportunity. Somebody left the organization, and I put my name for that. And before I realized, I got the job. So I got the job. I was not very sure how to deal with the job, because I can do the things very well, but when it's come to manage the 10 or 12 people, I was not ready. Why I was not ready? Because I have not gone through a formal training or certificate program. So anyway, in 2000, I got PA project management, and then 2004, I actually did my PMP. So the question for me was, what next? Yes, I'm PMP. I'm one of the so many project managers who already have PMP. What else can I do to differentiate myself? So I will talk about some numbers as well with you. So just be patient, and I hope I can give you enough justice within the time frame. All right. So a little bit about myself. I have more than 28 year experience now. I am producing most of the PgMPs globally. As of now, I have 326 PgMPs from 44 countries. I think that's a 10% of global number. So I'm very proud of these numbers. And PfMP, the Portfolio Management Certificate, I have 60 PfMPs. I know its numbers not great, but when we talk about, we have only 1,000 PfMPs globally, and out of that, which is around 5-6%, 6%, I think it's still a proud number. And the good news is all the PfMP students, whoever did the exam, they passed with the above target and 100% result. I have served the PMI Sydney chapter as a director, board of director, and I've done a number of other things, many trainings. And I am founder of a yoga called Yippee Yoga. I don't know if you know about this, probably not, because it's not that popular. Yes, it is called Yoga in Park for Extreme Energy. So if you do see me in crazy poses, so I'm very, very much into yoga, and I do love yoga and do love teaching yoga. So maybe one day you will be learning from me how to do the standing on your hat or standing on your hands. Let's see. So why project management professional need to certify? So I think with the rough numbers, there are probably more than 10 million or 15 million project managers around the world with various experience. So having certificate will give you edge against them. It will give you more weightage. It will give you have more chance of getting better salary, better way, faster to get job. And if you're in the job, it will give you access to the better roles, and you become SME in that area. So PMI certificates, and you probably know project management professional, PMP, program manager professional, PfMP, program manager, PgMP, PfMP is the portfolio management. So there are many other certificate PMI has. Why PMI certificate? Because they give you credibility. So all these certificate PMI has, you have to have a certain number of years, certain experience before you can apply this certificate. So if I'm a hiring manager, if I know you already PMP, PgMP, PfMP, I know you have gone through some year of learning or doing the job, and you also gone through a very standard process or the standard they call PMBOK or standard for program management, and you know how to do a job. Why I will look you compared to other experienced project managers? Look, if you're applying for a job, the chances are that there are another 100 applicants or maybe 1,000 applications. How do I know if you have the right skills or not? I will not know. Unless you have it, if I'm looking specifically at you, I'll be able to find you. But if I have only one job and 1,000 applications, I have to use certain filters. And having these, the filters which can give me top 10% of the application with the PMP or PgMP, PfMP, will allow me to get to the right people. So these certificates give you transferability. I've seen people doing certificate and they move around the world, from Saudi to the US, from Egypt to Canada, and I've seen people moving to Egypt from Australia, and it's a lot of movement happen. And why you can move around? Because you already gone through a certificate which is also popular in other countries. So moving from one country or one job to another geography will become much easier for you, and it will give you a competitive advantage. Okay, so there are other benefits. You can have a look into this. So the question is, if you want to become a PMO leader for your organization, program manager, or portfolio manager, or an executive, you have all these ambitions, but how can you be there? So the question comes to me, Dharam, how can I climb up to the top of the organization? How can I move into the hierarchy? Because there's so many people and everybody is so good. Why my organization will pick me compared to others? And what can you do to move up to the career? So the simple answer for you is get certified. So advanced certification is your answer. When I'm saying advanced certification, PMP, you will find that almost everybody is a PMP. What else can you do? Maybe PgMP, PfMP. So professionals who have established in their career, but they want to climb up the ladder. So these certificates are important because you have established, you know how to do a job, but you want to climb. And you want to increase your knowledge and improve your professional way of working. And who want to have larger role, who want to be the point of professional, who want to prove that you have expertise in your area. So there's a lot to read here, but I don't want to go through this. But the important thing is you want to climb out the ladder, and from doing the work to getting the work done, right work done. So the question for you is PgMP for you? PgMP is Program Manager Professional. Yes, if you're running multiple interrelated projects, maybe small or large, your organization may be calling you project manager. But if you're running multiple interdependent projects, then the chances are that you are running a program. So why PgMP and other things, you can go through this, but what I'm talking about, the people who are already doing the job, why not get certified? So the next question you will be asking, thinking, am I eligible for PgMP? So don't worry about the designation you have. You may be CEO, you may be CIO, you may be project manager. But the important thing you have to see whether I'm running more than one project at any time and if they have interdependency among them. If that's the case, the chances of that you are most likely working as a program manager. And you can have eligibility. You can check your eligibility. If you are a bachelor's degree holder, you have to show 4 years of project management experience and 4 years of program manager experience. By the way, if you're already a PMP, then you don't have to show the 4 years of project management experience. Somebody who's not a graduate, then you have to show 7 years of project manager experience. So that is 84 months. So check your eligibility. If you are in that category, I think we can talk. So the next certificate is PfMP, Portfolio Management Professional. Is this for you? And yeah, maybe if you are running, again, this is nothing to do with designation. You may be a CEO, you may be PMO head, you may be portfolio manager, you may be program manager, project manager. Again, are you managing multiple projects, programs, and other works? They may or may not have interdependency, but you are focused to achieve organizational strategy objectives. Then most likely you're running a portfolio. Then most likely you can go for PfMP. So what is the eligibility for PfMP? Similar eligibility. The difference here is instead of 4 years of program management, you have to show 4 years of portfolio management experience. And you have to show 8 years of professional experience. So when I'm saying 8 years of professional experience, so that also include your 4 years of portfolio management experience. So whatever work you have done in last 8 years, whether project manager, program manager, portfolio manager, even business analyst, or any other role you have played in the organization, as long as you work for 8 years, you can go for the certificate and you have 4 years of portfolio experience. Okay, so yeah, check and let me know if you need further information about how can you proceed further. I will be happy to talk about that. So what can you benefit? Who can benefit from this certificate like PfMP? So anybody who's doing project program, project portfolio manager, experienced program manager, senior project manager, managing multiple programs, VP, senior VP, PMO consultant, or anyone leading large scale of program and portfolio. And who can benefit from PgMP? Of course, project manager if you are running the larger program, or if you have a title as program manager and you are a senior project manager, you are a VP, you are a AVP. Again, depends upon the type of work you're doing. Don't worry, the designation, the type of work you're doing. But what value you will achieve from the PgMP, PfMP? This will put you in this special category, the elite group. Because PgMP, PfMP are still very low numbers. And it isn't the easy one for everyone to achieve. You will be surprised that many people are not passing these exams. Not because they have not done the job, but because they have not gone through a proper training program. They have not gone to the trainer, like a mentor, good mentor. So the value proposition for having PgMP, PfMP is that you're going to get a differentiator. Almost everybody, as I said, is a PMP, then having PgMP, PfMP will give you a clear differentiator. So here's the numbers I was talking about. So PMP, more than million PMP at the moment, million and maybe 100,000. There are lots of ACP, there are CAPMs, the new certificate like DASM, PgMP, PfMP. PgMP is still low, PfMP is very, very low. So here's the global distribution number, as you can see. So maximum number are coming from US, 1,363. There are lots of people from Australia, a lot of people from India, China, And there are many countries you don't have anybody from that country. So that is your opportunity to be number one in your organization, not to be number one from a city or country. I've seen people putting their LinkedIn post saying that I'm proud to be the first lady of this country, becoming PgMP or PfMP, or I'm the first person from this country. And why not? It's a proud moment. And you're representing your country. You feel proud of that. And PfMP even less. Portfolio managers, PfMP 1035, and you can see the distribution. And having PfMP and even PgMP and PMP, that will put you in the unique category. I'm not saying just do this certificate for sake of certificate. I'm here to talk about the learning you're going to get from these programs. You have to learn, and that's where the growth is coming. Certificate will give you a filter, so that will help you to move to the next level, if you're going for a job, and that gives you credibility, and that's where the interview come, and you will go. But most important, what you have learned from this process, going through this whole process. So what is stopping you? I know everything. What else I will learn possibly? I've done, I'm 25 or 30, 40 years. Will I be learn anything? I don't want to learn anymore. I know everything. So that's where continuous learning comes in picture. Some people think it's a waste of time. It's not for me. I'm a very busy man. You have to look for value of validation. You know what? I have work to do. It's not easy it's just a piece of paper. I heard this many times. Guys, PMP, PgMP, all these are piece of paper. It's nothing. You know what? The piece of paper has the value. When somebody see you have a particular certificate, they feel that you have done a hard yard to come to this point. Don't just treat this another paper. And I am telling you, once you get the certificate, you will be the proudest person in the world, talking everybody, putting the LinkedIn post and showing that you have achieved something. So what do you have? Do you have a mentor? I think these certificates are not just other certificates. I've seen people doing Scrum Master. You have seen people even doing PMP, and sometimes PMP is not that difficult. But now, because PMI has made it a little bit difficult, you have to go through a authorized training partner who has a PMP, who has gone through the trainer program. So these certificates need a right person to help you. So I've seen people trying self-study and reading some books and here and there. But the thing is that you can achieve them, but it can be a long journey, and you may not get success or expected success in the time frame. So what you need, a right mentor who can motivate you, can inspire you, can show you leadership, improve you, train you. So find a right person for you. And first thing you should do, you contact the person and talk to the person and see if you are comfortable with that person. I invite you to talk to me before you take my program. I said, why you just, I've seen people paying directly to my program. I'm okay with that. But if you are still not comfortable, make sure you book some time with me. I'll be happy to talk about my process, how it's going to work. And sometimes it may not work for you. That's okay with me. But book time, and who knows, you may find I'm the best person for you. So how can we help you as vCare? My company called vCare Project Management. My company is ATP, Authorized Training Partners, and we also scale agile partners. So we can also help you with scale trainings. This is Scaled Agile Framework. They have many training certification programs. So whether you are looking for yourself or you wanted to join in a group, I have a special price for the people who want to go in a group or a corporate. Or if you do tell me that you heard me in the PMSummit and you want to join, I can give you some discount. I will not reveal, but I will definitely give you some discount. So come and talk to me. So this is my achievement so far. This 326 PgMPs out of 3,500. So it's 10% of global number. PfMP around 5%, the 6%. So I'm very proud of these numbers. So some of these, pictures I've moved. I've done a number of programs. I went to Oman. I've done program in Sydney. I've done program in Australia, US, New Zealand, and many, many places. So yes, when the time is good, when the pandemic is over, I love to come to your country, love to come to your company and do some training there. In the meantime, I have various ways you can get connected with me. There are people in the program like online training and online mentoring, group program, even personal program. So you are a person who don't mind having one-to-one session, why not? Contact me. Recorded mentoring program. Even I have just recordings as well. I have numbers of books, a question bank. So contact me, and maybe you can just go to my website and you can find out, and you can be one of them, who've gone through my training program, and you can see lots of smiley faces, of course, and yeah, love to see them. And this is my contact detail. So if you want to book some time, it's a no obligation. You can book. You can note down this. No, it's a characters. You can, but please note down and book time with me. And I'm based out of California, Milpitas, which is, they have suburbs, but I'm in San Francisco. So time zone doesn't matter. But if you need any guidance and help regarding any certificate, please let me know. And this is my number. Yes, you can WhatsApp me. Calling can be costly, but yes, WhatsApp call can be easy. But send me a message. I'd like to know your questions and be ready and help you out as much as I can. So, do we have questions? I think I've done very fast. I wanted to I compress it, but if you have any questions, clarification, please write it down here. Basil, do we have any questions so far? Yes, no? Can anybody hear me? Can somebody speak up? I don't know if this system allows you to speak up, but at least write your question. I will be happy to talk about that. Any situation you're dealing with, anything you want to talk about, a particular certificate. No? Yes? So if there's nothing else you want to learn or listen from me, so, and if anybody want to jump in, Basil, if you're around, please, you can wrap it up. Or maybe it's too late for you guys. So, yeah. All right then. So thank you very much. So hope to see you soon. I don't know who is listening to me, but if you have seen my presentation, if you want to say hi to me here on LinkedIn, please do that. Love to talk to you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Sorry, I have a question. You have a question. Okay. Have you found that PgMP help on PMO leadership role? Yeah. So it's a good question, Winston. So PgMP and PfMP, they talk about strategy. They talk about how to build the governance, how to deliver the benefits. And PMO role, let me clarify what PMO is. PMO stands for, it can be a project management office, it can be a program management office, it can be portfolio management office, it can be a support structure, it can be, it can be a function where all the project programs are reporting. So having PgMP will give, if we're talking about the function where you want it, currently your PgMP, you are a program manager, but you wanted to become a PMO head. So definitely this certificate will add more value to you. So we can talk about that. Vincent, if you want to book some time, please do that. And do we have any other question? Mohammed, thanks for your message. Pansy Muhammad, thank you for writing your message. It is lovely to be here. And okay, Lloyd, yeah, please send me your LinkedIn request, please. That will be great if we can connect. Kareem, perfect. Anybody else? All right. So, any other question? Okay, great. I will wait for another 2 minutes before we can close. If you have any question, please shout. I don't know, this system does not allow you to speak, and I feel lonely here. But the journey for PgMP, or let's say project management and climbing up, is very interesting. So once you start gaining, I know sometimes it's a high pressure environment where you are middle of sponsor is asking you, demanding you something, you don't have the team. But if you have right skills, if you have understood and you have experience in that area, you will not only survive but thrive in that environment. So I start talking about my example, and I did work for many organizations when I was in Australia. I worked for HP. I worked for Telstra, the telecom company. I worked for IBM, CSC, and many companies. So I learned a lot from them, and I managed to collect all their learning and start putting that in my teaching. So if you happen to join my class, you will learn a lot. I will not just talk about how to pass exam, by the way. So passing exam, anybody can talk. Okay, not a lot of people are talking. But I want you to learn the better way of doing job. Whether you're doing the project manager job, whether you are doing the program manager job, or whether you are doing the portfolio manager job, or want to climb up to the next level, I will happy to talk about that. Okay, great stuff. So thank you very much. So I will see you around. Take care. Bye-bye.